Hi everyone, it's Olivia. I am coming at you with this week's Thrifty Thursday from the Outer Banks, and I'm going to give you a little video on Quick Change 101. So I think this video is so important because, let's be real, we're not all performing on Broadway right now. So we're mostly performing in community theaters and high school theaters, and most of these shows don't have dressers. So you are pretty much responsible for doing your own quick changes. So I'm going to give you some tips and tricks and a step-by-step routine to master your quick changes and be completely self-reliant for all of your quick changes. So the first step in mastering your quick change is to buy a bag. So I normally go to Target or Walmart, Wegmans, and get like a gift bag. So this bag should be big enough for anything you have to put in it and something that can kind of stand up on its own so it's not falling over and gets mistaken on the floor for just garbage. So after you get that, take a Sharpie or some type of marker and write your name really big on it. So I would write Olivia Nato, and under that, write the act that your quick change is in. So I would say Olivia Nato, Act 2 quick change, for an example. The next step you want to do is meet up with your stage manager. You want to approach them at a good time because they are responsible for so many different things during Tech Week. So you want to do this at a good time that they have the ability to talk to you and just say, hey, I have a quick change during this scene in this act, and I just want to make sure I'm not in the way because I'm going to be doing it on this wing, and ask them what set pieces are going to be where so you're not in the way and you aren't interfering with a scene change or anything. After you get that information, you can solidify the wing and space you're gonna be doing your quick change, and maybe just give your stage manager a heads up, hey, I'm gonna be putting this bag here at the top of Act 1 or Act 2, so she knows it's there and no one's like, hey, this is a prop, I'm gonna move it. The next step is practice, practice, practice. The best way to be able to do your quick change on your own every time is just practicing it. So personally, when I know I have a big quick change, for instance, when I did Little Mermaid, I had a lot of quick changes as Ariel. Pretty much all of my changes were Ariel, and I did them all myself. So I would go to the theater and just practice changing in the dressing room. Get there 20 minutes before your call time and go over the best way to put on your costume. So the easiest way is to start with the undergarments and work your way up. And if you would have a wig, I would take your wig off first and put the new wig on last, so it's not getting messed up with clothes changing or anything. So the next step is building your quick change bag. You want to put the things that go on first at the top of your bag. While this may seem like common sense, it can be easy before a show to get caught up in the excitement and not take the time to make sure your quick change bag is properly set. But then when you get to that quick change, you might get flustered and stuff because your clothes aren't in the right order. So that can just be a hot mess. So for girls or guys, if you have tights or anything that need to be changed in your quick change, put it towards the top of the bag and have everything really put in your bag nice, because your costumes are another person's pride and joy that are a really great part of the show, so you want to take care of them. And lastly, not done yet. After you are taking your clothes off in your quick change, it might be very fast and you have to put them to the side, but you must put your clothes back in your bag. It should not be your stage manager's job or any of your other castmates to put your clothes back in your quick change bag. And if you practice your quick change, I promise you, no matter how fast your quick change is, you will have time to put your clothes back in your bag because you will have it down to a science. And lastly, if you do need to ask for help, like a castmate that you know isn't in any of the scenes coming up, you can do that, but I just think it's very professional if you can master your quick changes on your own, to just come in and do it yourself and let everybody be in their own zen and focus and let them worry about the track of their character or role in the show. And above all, do not get flustered. You got this. If you put in the time and do all of these tips and tricks that I suggest in this video, you will be calm and collected because you will have practiced your quick change and know that it works in the time. And to make sure that it works in the time, if you have music that you change to, play that while you practice. Or if it's during dialogue in the show, take your phone during one of the rehearsals and record that section of dialogue that you have to change in if it's really fast, and then you can play it while you practice. So I hope that all of these tips and tricks are helpful, maybe some new, some old, and just really polish them up because it makes you look very professional and independent, which is a very positive attribute in a community theater show where you might not have the budget for a dresser or something. So thanks guys. Have a good week.